Hello everyone, welcome to a special episode today. I am so happy that I have 500 subscribers. That means so much to me. It is so amazing that you guys are willing to watch my videos and watch me play this game, even as I play it sometimes not the way it intended. So this episode is going to be me responding to questions that you left on the previous episode. And yeah, that way you can get to know a little bit more about me, I guess. Because there's not really time to talk about me when I'm in the middle of this game. Also, we're in the inn because I thought that would be nicer. But I got a new mount. I did manage to go to Gongcha and get the boba, and I got the Porksea King mount, which was so cool. But let's get on to the questions. So the first question is, who is your favorite Scion? This is a tough question, but I think it goes to Thancred, only because I feel like we have similar positions here in the Scions. We both have sort of our like lone wolf fighting the evils. Oh my gosh, my buffalo's on the bed. That's so adorable. But I think we have similar like story progressions as somewhat heroes, and I think that's really cool. So also he's just, I like him. Who is your favorite city leader? Ooh, I don't know. Probably. Oh no. Am I biased to say that anything that comes from my hometown is like what I want? Anyone from Gardania is going to be my favorite. Oh, but I also like Merlewib from Limsa Limensa. Everyone's really cool. Oh, that's such a tough question. They're cool. I wish I could get to know them a little bit more. Same with the Scions. I wish I knew more about all of them and spent more time with them, but it's hard to pick, even now. How do you feel about Alphino as a character? I think he's interesting. I think we need to know more about his motivations, because I don't really understand why he's being so extremely helpful to the Scions and why he decided to join so quickly, but I am curious to know more about him and what's going to happen to him in this story, because, you know, he like immediately had plans for our relocation to a new place without sort of including anyone in that discussion until he had already decided that was the best course of action. So I'm curious to see like how his characterization progresses, and if he continues to do sort of solo thinking without the group, even though we are a group, if that makes sense. What do you think will happen next in the story? Honestly, couldn't tell you. There is so much that could possibly happen. I'm assuming that once we move, there will be a new threat to face. I don't know who or where. I'm assuming it'll probably be a new threat, something different than we've seen before. But, you know, it could be just another primal we gotta defeat. But I think we'll find something new. And that's why I don't have a good answer, because if it's something new, then I wouldn't know what it is. But yeah, I think we're gonna go there and it'll be chill, but then all of a sudden there'll be another thing we have to fight. When will you bring back The Sims? Whenever I can. I love playing The Sims, but I'm not very good at editing it in an interesting way that's like very snappy and fun, which I think is what people want when they watch The Sims. They want the crazy stuff that happens, and not a lot of crazy things happen in my Sims games. So I'll potentially bring it back, but they also don't do very well on my channel, and as much as I like them, I don't know, I'm not sure that's what YouTube really wants. What games are top on your wish list? Oh my gosh, I need to go look at my Steam wish list. Coral Island, definitely. I really want to play Coral Island. I played it a little bit with Game Pass for a little while, and I really enjoyed it, and so I just want to buy it so I can have it. I'm also excited for Fields of Mystery to come out. You can probably tell by the way that I am and the way that I play this game, but I enjoy games that I can do sort of my own way and at my own pace, and it just so happens that farming games really do that, which is why I also hope that Stardew Valley's update is released on the Switch, because that's where I play Stardew Valley, and I really want the update because it seems really cool. Oh my gosh, there's so many games that I would love to try. I want to play this game called Rattopia on Steam. It seems really cool, and I think it's fun, and I have this inside joke about rats that I just think is funny. There's quite a few games on my Steam. But yeah, maybe when I have a little bit more money and a full-time job, because I work part-time, so. Okay, next question. If you could have any Final Fantasy animal or monster in the wild as a real pet, what would it be? Muggles don't count as they aren't pets. Instead, they're the fluffiest of friends, Kupo. Yes, they are. I guess a Gobu. One of the tiny ones that you can have as a minion. I don't think I could like keep a big Gobu. That'd be like a Clifford the Big Red Dog situation, and I would not have room for him. But I would love a little Gobu to run around because he's just like a rock guy, and I would really enjoy that. Because like I don't even know what I would feed it. I don't think. Do you feed rocks? I don't know. On a scale of 1 to 10, what is your general appreciation of puns? I've never scaled it before. I don't know. Maybe a 6 or a 7? I think puns are cool. I think puns are fun. I don't really know how to make puns myself. I wouldn't say I'm very punny, but I appreciate the wit that you have to make a pun. I understand the complicatedness that comes from making a pun. So, 6 or a 7. What is your favorite band in real life? Oh, I like this question. There's too many to count. It's hard for me to choose favorites of things, but I really love the K-pop band 17. They're like the only K-pop band that I am really listening to consistently. I also am really enjoying, what are they called? I'm listening to a lot of Sleep Token lately. And Raleigh Ritchie. I really like Raleigh Ritchie's music. I like Boa. I think they're cool. I'm obsessed with Ellie Goulding. I listen to a lot of Ellie Goulding. I don't have a favorite band. It would be so hard to choose, but I suppose 17 because I have all their CDs. So I guess that makes them my favorite. Through your actions in life, you have achieved world peace. Everyone knows your name and is happy for you, so you can have a night doing anything you want completely on the house. Where do you go to celebrate? Oh my gosh. Oh, that would be so cool. I guess I would go to like the beach or the mountains. Oh no, this is so hard. I don't really have a place that I would go, I think. But I would like to stay in a beach house at the beach. Or in a cabin in the mountains. And because of where I live, I can do that. I mean, it's a long drive, but it's not horrible either way. So I guess I would just want to do that and maybe hang out with my friends that day uninterrupted. Oh, and maybe like if the food was free, that would be good. I would do like all my favorite foods. I would have like sushi. I would have my favorite restaurants. I would just go ham on the food, I think. And I would sit and hang out with my friends, and then I would like play video games and read. That's what I do for a day, which is not too dissimilar from what I do now, except I don't go crazy on the food and I don't live, in a cabin in the woods. So which higher level job would you like to try when you get there? I don't know too much about the higher level jobs. I know that I potentially can get dancer later, and I think that would be so cool. I love that. So I do really want to try that. But I don't really know much about the other ones. I tried to do some research, but I was afraid of like spoiling things for myself, so I didn't go too heavy into it. I would also like to try a more tank position. Basically just, I think that would be cool. But I think I'd be really bad at healer or any other type of magic, just because with healers you have to focus on other people a lot, and I can barely focus on what I'm doing myself, so maybe not healer, but I think a tank would be fun. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to dancer, and I know that it's close. Also, I think I opened up a quest for samurai, and that sounds really cool too, so I might check that out later. How long does it take for you to put together a video from playing to editing to upload? I have never timed it. I try to keep my Final Fantasy videos at least to an hour and a half of actual recording time of actually playing, because I feel like if I play any longer, my commentary is not as good, and it's not as fun to watch me play, because you can tell I'm getting kind of tired of having to talk. And occasionally I'll try and upload or record 2 videos at the same time, so I'll be doing like one Final Fantasy, one other game like Ace Attorney or something like that, and so I try and keep them to like an hour and a half, just so I'm not like tiring myself out in one day. And then editing takes usually however long the recording is plus 30 minutes. It depends on how serious the editing is. For Final Fantasy videos, I try to do as minimal editing as possible. I try and keep it engaging and, following along with what I'm doing in the plot, but I cut out like every time I cough or battles, because I typically think that the battles are not as engaging to watch. I tried to put them in 2x speed, and sometimes that's fun, but I really just include like the deaths, so I cut out majority of battles. So yeah, I try and do minimal editing on the Final Fantasy videos just because I release them every single week, so it takes about 30 minutes extra, so it'll take about 2 hours if I have an hour and 30 minutes video. If it's an hour, it takes an hour and 30 minutes, I think. That's a rough guesstimate. It depends on the video, to be honest. This one, because I'm going to be putting things on the screen with my character, I'm going to put up the question, or if I reference something in real life, I'll put up an image of it, so that will take me a little bit longer, but because this is going to be a shorter video in general, it shouldn't take too long. That was a cool question. Okay, last question I got. You mentioned in the past that you're a student. What are you studying and why did you choose to study it? I am a student. I'm a university student. I'm currently getting my master's degree in library science, and hopefully graduating in the spring this year, fingers crossed. But I chose to study it because after I finished I was almost done with my English bachelor's degree, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I originally wanted to translate books from French to English and English to French. But I realized that was going to be really hard to find a job for. There's just not really a market for those kind of jobs. So I really wanted to pivot and find something that I could actually do. And I've always loved books and loved helping people, and a library job is that. It's not too much about the books anymore. It's more about helping people fix their phones or get on the internet or print something out. But I think all that is also rewarding. I'm an assistant in a library right now, which is similar to what I want to do, but I want to work in a school, so it's a little bit different. You'd mainly be helping kids like with their math, or like, helping with support teachers in their curriculum. So that's what I want to do. I think that having people have access to information is really important. I think being able to find what you need and get the help that you need for free is also really important, and that's what the library does. So if you haven't been to the library that's near you recently, I would encourage you to go. They have more than just books. They have TV, they have you can rent out Wi-Fi from most places. I would check out what your library has, because a lot of times they have a lot of cool stuff, and they're always doing events. I really want to try and get my library to do a D&D event. I think that'd be cool, but I'm not really high up in the ranks. I'm just an assistant, so I can't really do anything about it, but that's why I want to do it. I want to help kids, not only with like making school fun, but making reading fun, because a lot of kids don't really like to read, but I want them to find something that they enjoy. So that was a very convoluted way to say that I really like books, and I think other people might like them too. I guess that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for 500 subscribers. I appreciate it. And thank you to everyone who's been supporting me on Buy Me a Coffee. It's really helped me be able to make these videos and continue to get a better system. I got to upgrade my computer because of it, and you guys have been so helpful in teaching me how to play the game, and just you guys have all been really nice, and I really appreciate it. I know it's always like when you hear a YouTuber say that, it's so sappy and you're like, really? Are you sure? But it's true. I mean, it's just nice of you guys to be here, and I hope you continue to be here and enjoy being here. So I guess that's it for this video. I'll see you next time with a real thing. We'll play for real. And I think we're gonna finally get to our new Scion place, which will be cool. And I'll show you my new piggy mount next time too. I think it can fly. Anyways, bye!